Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of Seed 23. This is episode 13 and I am a bear named Bjorn. Today's episode, one of the things we're going to do is build this iron farm, and then we are going to decorate it and turn it into a giant cherry blossom tree. But first we have a few things we need to do. So one of the first things we're going to do is we are going to dig up all this dirt around our area here and replace them with acacia planks because we have acacia slabs covering the water here, and we're just going to make it a little bit more thought out and organized. And it also just matches, and then we're also going to dig up an area and put these stones down in this order to create our pathway through here. So while we are digging up all this dirt, I would like to ask you a favor. I know this is going to be a very long video today, but if you could comment down below some editing tips to make these videos a little bit better for you, and also please subscribe and like this video if you like it. It would very much help me out. Now while we have this all dug up here, it's probably going to be easiest for us to come through and just dig all this dirt up right here. So we're going to get into like a little tiny time lapse and go super fast with this if we can. Go ahead and talk about how busy I have been in real life. If you notice from watching my last video, I had a goal of uploading every 2 weeks, and I have failed to meet that goal. I'm going to do my best to hit the 2-week mark. But unfortunately, with how busy everything is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit it. But I'm going to try. Well, I figured while we're working on this, we could go ahead and start making our iron farm. Because while we're working on this, that thing could be running. So we're going to jump over here on the other side of our cactus farm. And we're probably going to build it right here. Basically, what we're going to do is build a giant cherry blossom tree, just so the whole thing just doesn't stick out. So we need a 5x5 area. Let's get these, but I do want it to be in line with everything else. So 5x5 area. 1, 2, 3. So chests are going to be right here. Yep, so the chests are going to be right here. And then we're going to have hopper, hopper, hopper here. While we're building this thing up, so it's going to be a double chest. I want to say it's, whoops, maybe it's you shift. Yeah, you shift. There we go. I need some more hoppers, unfortunately. And I don't think I have enough iron to make them. Well, that's gonna suck. Well, I need 3 more hoppers. I will be right back. Okay, we stole some hoppers from something else that once we have enough iron, we can bring back to here. So, got that. I want to say we build campfires on top of those. Ooh, I'm out of glass. I need some glass. I want to start off and just be like, hey, this is going to be a little bit longer of a video today. There was a lot of work. I'm not showing too. But if you have any editorial tips, I would really appreciate it if you would drop them down below in the comment section so I can make shorter videos for you guys that have better content. It'd be greatly appreciated. And then also, if I could get you to like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing my content, it would really help me out. And it'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. I also want to warn you that this video is basically a room temperature inconvenience because it's not really a hot mess. Sorry, I had to make that joke. I thought it was funny. But we are going to make a scaffolding here real fast because I decided I didn't want to make any scaffolding, which was kind of a mistake because scaffolding is pretty awesome, and foreshadowing, I'm going to do it anyway because I need it for another project. And part of the job of this scaffolding will come after everything's built. So basically this is going to be a giant, oh, what do you call those trees? Cherry blossom tree. So we will have to get up there and decorate it with the wood and the blossoms, basically the leaves. So this is going to be our way to get up there. So we did end up going and sleeping through the night. I also needed to go to get these stairs to invert here. Because if I was to just put a block there, those chests wouldn't open. And I didn't want to just leave that open. So another thing we have to worry about is how are we going to get those villagers to the top of this iron farm. So we are going to basically make a set of stairs that wrap around the scaffolding here. And this will give us the increasing elevation to get our villagers up there. And we're going to have to steal all this dirt that we had laid because we're going to need it. Doing YouTube has kind of been a dream of mine, and I really want to keep this going. So I'm going to do my best to try to keep to a schedule, but I don't know if I'm really going to be able to. So I think there might be some sporadic uploads if I do miss it. Okay, so we are going to build this iron farm here, and we are going to make it look like a cherry blossom tree. So basically, I could just make the whole thing a cherry blossom tree probably, instead of having all the things inside, but I am gonna go ahead and basically make it a lot like the video I watched. And I've made this before, except for I've never wrapped it around something. So I'll share the little video I watched to see this whole thing. So we're gonna pillar up 12. We're gonna go 12 high, basically. So I'm already 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not what I tried to do. Okay. I'm just trying to keep from falling to my death, you know? So... this is our, like, basically our little ladder down, kind of. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. So we know where we are. I should be moving Cherry Blossom up with us. Nine, 10. Eleven and 12. Happy little accident there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want to say 4 down, which is this one here. It goes out a little bit. So these will be, we'll do 4 branches because it branches out. This is kind of terrifying being up here. Okay, so these guys come out 5, I think. So this is 2, 3. That's 4 and 5. And now you know why we have this here. Well, you don't know why we have that here yet, but you will see very shortly. So basically, we need to have 5 villagers in each one of the branches. And so that's going to be where our rail cart goes to come up here and fill these guys out. We're just going to speed build through this real fast because it's basically exactly what you just saw for the first one. So just going to speed through it, and you will see in the future that I actually need to be up one more, which kind of pisses you off, but again, it's a video game. Okay. Nope, I don't want to fall in there. I'm wondering if I have enough resources to do all this. Which I think is going to be the question here in a second. That's not what I wanted. Well, we have enough glass, so we got that done. Now, I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to have walls around all these, but also we need to have 5 of these, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if we actually have to have a workstation, but that's what the video shows it needs. So we're gonna go for it. Let's see, what else do we need? So that whole thing is up. We need to go to the top, which we will need to go to the top eventually anyway, which is what all that is for. How did they get in there? Yeah, whatever. That's interesting. This right here is the nerve-wracking part. There's an Enderman down there. Oh, look at that. I need to make that a little bit wider. Okay, so slabby poos. And then we'll also need beds. For some reason I thought, did I mess up? Did I mess up? I might have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the 5th one's this guy here. I think so, actually. Just remember, it's Minecraft. So if you do make a mistake or want to change something, it's super easy. There's no reason to stress about it. Just go change it. Yep. Okay, cool. Yes, I literally have the video up on my other monitor there just to make sure. Luckily this is a angled thing, so I can come pick up my blocks. Go sleep real fast. I'm gonna go ahead and put these campfires down here, but I'm just gonna say with my luck, I'm probably gonna go up there, build the rest of the stuff up top, and then fall in. So just so you know, that is called foreshadowing. So stay tuned for that fun bit. I was thinking about making it smaller, but also at the same time, if I put the wood next to the fires, which are going to be what's killing the iron golems, it would just set the whole thing up on fire. So we will, yeah, we'll make it work. But also at the same time, I was also kind of thinking about pushing it back. But I could just get rid of this one side and just go with, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Now it's time for a little time lapse while we fill in this dirt real fast. I know it's really boring, and I wish I had some music, but maybe in the next video I will. We just got to build this up a little higher so we can get the rail carts up here to get the villagers into their spot after we seal their chambers up. Let's just hope that zombie can't figure out how to get up here. Oh, shit. Yeah, whatever. I can do it from the outside. It'll be alright. Okay. No, I need to be the one on the outside. That's all my smooth stone. So basically, since right now I am a full-time worker bee and a part-time YouTuber, which as soon as it becomes financially viable, I'm going to be switching from a full-time worker bee to a full-time YouTuber. No idea when that's going to be. I would like it to be within the next couple of years. And then I think I'd be pretty happy. Not having to drive to work, save money on gas. I think it'd be pretty awesome. A little bit more foreshadowing, if I may. I just did a whole bunch of work here over the course of, I would say, 20 minutes to maybe an hour of real life time just to end up having to redo it all. At this point, even though I have a bucket of water in my hot bar. I still haven't figured out that I should be using that instead of breaking blocks and deteriorating my tools. So our big problem here is that we don't have enough gold ingots, so we're gonna have to melt down some of our gold items so we can get some nuggets to turn into ingots. Luckily, I have a block that will be turned into a few ingots, and that will be a big help. Unfortunately, I haven't done as much mining in this game and exploring that I'd like to do. But eventually, we'll probably build a gold farm, so we won't have to worry about that too much. And since we didn't have enough iron, we are having to melt down all of our iron tools as well to get the nuggets and turn them into ingots. I didn't have enough regular rails, and our iron farm, our iron farm is a little too far away. More beds up there, 5 more slabs, and I don't know if we have enough rails. I'm being completely honest here. Okay. We do not have enough rails to get where we need to go. I will say it's taking me entirely way too long to figure out how this redstone torch is going to power these rails. There we go. Well, we're not done yet, but we need more iron. So we will just harvest this shit up real fast and continue on our... Given that we have very large gardens, we had lots to trade with the villagers. And we did this a lot. We cleared the fields a couple of times and then traded a couple of times. And then we took all those emeralds and traded them for iron axes that we in turn melted down into the little nuggets. And this took up most of my time on this project, just because of how many nuggets we had to have to turn, because you need 9 nuggets to turn into 1 ingot, and we needed a lot of ingots. And then we used the stick trade method to get a whole bunch more, and that we just continued to melt down. Once we finally had enough iron, we were able to make more rails and complete the project. But yeah, this took a very long time. I want to say I spent 4 hours on this, possibly. It could have been longer. I think it was 4 hours spread over a couple of days, just because of like work and life. So, But yeah, no, very, very long and tedious. And then it turned out that we didn't even have enough iron to begin with, which you'll see here shortly. All right, now that we have some more rails, we're going to see if we have enough to get to where we need to go. Ooh, I am short. One there. I bet I don't have enough up here either. Nope. I do not. Alright. Well, since we're up here, we're gonna... Nope, we don't have the things on us anyway. Alright, time to more grind. Time to grind some more emeralds so we can smelt down some more iron. Another thing we have to think about is mine carts. I only have one mine cart, so we will also need enough iron for a couple more mine carts. I'm going to say we'll probably need 19 mine carts because I don't know if we'll be able to get any of those that we have back. So one of the awesome things about this village that I helped bring back from the dead basically is I have a very large potato and carrot field, and that's what the farmers up here like to trade. So we'll just go through and harvest up all the potatoes and the carrots and trade them. And of course replant them. And also, since trading and melting down into nuggets took so long, we are also going to go and kill as many iron golems as we can without the iron golems killing us. Sometimes we could just get a couple long shots off and they wouldn't bother us, but a few other times we had to go find shelter and hope they wouldn't be able to get in. I don't know why I didn't use this method before. This seemed about twice to maybe 3 times faster than trading everything and melting everything down. Alright, we finally have enough. And they also have rail cards, so that makes that much. I think there's a few other things we need to do too. Alright. Oh yeah, glass. So we're not quite done yet. I forgot we had glass to do. But the railroad and rail carts are done. Alright. That's this one settled, right? I feel like I built it too low. Uh, I really did. Okay, well, it's a good thing I figured this out now instead of after I had completely built it. So basically, you're supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4 below, but I am 5 below, so I need to tear up a bunch of shit and fix it. So, we'll start over here. What a waste of glass, but it's okay. I think this is right now. Actually, there'll be a smooth stone right there. Well, I wasn't trying to do that. Well, I guess that's less I have to deal with later. Okay. Also made a mistake there on this. Not that it probably matters too much, but... Okay, I think we are ready to try it out. Disaster. And of course the villagers leave me no choice but to clean up these loose ends. They weren't supposed to fall all out like that, but we can't just have them running around because they could get turned into zombified villagers or witches, and I do not want to deal with that at all. So we're just going to clean all this up, and we should be good to go to try it again. I think I got them all. Maybe not. I found one. Back here, mother. Okay, so I need to raise this up one, from what I'm seeing. Oh no, it needs to go up one more. So knock that out. I found another one. There's another one hiding right there. And another one. I think I got them all. I don't want any loose villagers, you know what I mean? Well, right here I don't. Okay. Let's try this. We just got to go through and clear out this back wall real fast because we'll need some more room for the rails. Need more powered rails, unfortunately. which I think I might have. Okay, it's just honey. I was like, something sounds weird and I don't like it. Okay, let's make sure we're ready for our test run here. These are going up. I should probably have some more powered rails here, and they're just going to go right into there. Which I honestly probably should have. Should be alright. Let's try it out. Okay, we stored a whole bunch down here. I think it needs to go up one more. Actually, I think that would have worked. Look at the dispenser. There we go. Didn't grab anybody. What the hell? And these villagers wanted these hands for round 2. So we'll go clean up this area real fast. And wait for some more to hopefully spawn in. I don't know if your parents ever said this phrase. It hurts me more than it hurts you. But my little villager children don't feel pain. Now we just need to go through here and make another little dirt walkway so we can reach the underneath of our little branches to continue decorating. Now that we have everything raised up to the level it should be, we just need to go around the outside of the little branches, aka the villager cells, and build them up, and then we'll be able to fill them up with the villagers. This project took, I want to say, like 5 times longer than I actually thought it was going to. And I kind of have a rule at work that whenever I have a project that is going to take more than, say, like more than like a week or 2, I always add like twice the amount of time just in case it goes over. And because things go wrong, man, like all the time things go wrong. But I would rather like have a boss be like, oh, well, I don't know why you said it was going to take that long and you got it done in half the time. I don't know, they're just like disappointed that I gave them a longer time, but it's way better than the alternative of like saying something's going to take a week and then it takes 2 weeks, and then they're just like, well, why did it take 2 weeks? So, I don't know, just one of the little rules that I have. Let's find out. It did not work. Actually, do we even have... We did have somebody in there. Let's try it again. See if that does anything. Nope. I got him. Interesting. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to hurt you. Okay. There we go. I think I know what needs to happen now. I think they need to have less room to move around in there, because otherwise they're just going to be jumping. Might work. Okay, and we are back. So, I let this run overnight. And then I woke up, turned it off, and went to work. This is like a whole nother day after that. And now we have enough villagers, and they're not jumping around there, because we put those glass box there. And I think that was the reason why it wasn't working before. Let's go check over here. There is an Enderman nearby. Somewhere. Enderman is the worst mob, second to the Phantom. Okay, so we have 2 in here. We need to send up 3 more. And let's hope this works. And we shall see. I don't know if jumping and running is any faster than just running. You should let me know. 1, 2, 3. And now it's raining for some reason. I don't know what happened there with all that green sparkly stuff. Okay. Oh, interesting. They stack themselves. Break these things real fast with our fists. Mostly because I don't want to hurt the actual villagers. I think I killed one the other day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there is 5 there. And then for us to get out of here, I don't know why my water bucket was there. We're just going to do this, jump out of here, collect that water, and seal these guys up. And then, I thought I had rails. Guess not. So those guys are sealed up. I got the rail carts back, all 3 of them, right? Yep. And we will go reset the rail carts and sleep and go grab more rails so we can get it in there. Now we are back up here, and what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of this and get rid of this. We will need to put those back eventually. Right now, it is time to fill this guy up. And we know that it will stack 3 on top of each other, so we'll send 3 and then the last 2. Alright, 1, 2. 2. Let's go back in there. So I need 4 buckets of water, but I only have 1 bucket. So I'm going to have to fill all 4 corners with the 1 bucket, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. Alright. That's 1. That's 2. These guys are all good to go. Take that. But I can switch to that. So I don't know if it's actually any faster, to be honest. And then back to the rails. And we'll also get this guy ready. Okay, so I'm gonna go those 3 blocks down and find my fences here. And what we're gonna do, go to this side. That is not what I wanted, but okay. That's not what I wanted at all. Ah, there we go. That is what I want. No, that's not what I wanted. Please give it back. Yes. Okay, so I need to stand basically right here to be able to do that. Let's see if I can... Yeah, okay. I was going to be worried that it was going to do the exact same thing again. So basically, I have to be facing a certain way to get them to do the thing a certain way. So now we can get rid of these. We're just going to open them. So... I don't like the direction I opened. That's weird. There we go. Now they're all open the same direction. That was just weird. Okay. So... basically, we need to push the iron golems in that direction. What I can do is build this area up. Because there's nothing going on over here. And I'm not quite sure if I need to have an additional row out there or not. And I am out of smooth stone, basically. Go to the edge. It dropped. Yep, I am out of smooth stone, so I'm gonna have to go make some more of that. And AFK while I sleep to get more villagers. Again. Okay, we are back after letting this thing set. I did have to come back in and redo everything here. It seemed like some Endermen had a heyday in our little thing. Those little buggers. I very much dislike the Endermen. I want to say we need to have 2 left in there. I am holding... oh, there's a bumblebee. I am holding 2 carts for some reason. And it looks like there's an iron golem up there already. So... let's get up here. We are going to want to smack this guy around. And we can use our diamond axe for that. And then drop down in here, grab the stuff. Okay, so we have 3 in here. I'm holding 2 carts. I'm wondering why that is. Okay, so we need 2 more in here. You'll see how many carts we have down there. I want to say we had a total of 5 carts at one time. And I just got 5 things of iron from that. That's awesome. Alright. Now it's time to, now that we have plenty more of these guys. Also, I don't know if I talked about it, but since I was having problems, I'd block that off. Alright, let's see. Oh, I do have 3 of those. So 1, 2. And away they go. I think that means they healed because you can hear they took damage. And then we'll just jump down here with them. And smack the shit out of them. That's 1. That's 2. This guy's all full. And then we don't have any stone. Or any smooth stone to block that off. But can go ahead and get this ready for the next group. As we just like that. We can send them. We can send 3 at a time. Fill this guy in. That's that edge done. That's that edge done. That edge is already done. Might as well fill this in real fast. Now we need 2 more up there, and we are good to go on this. Seal these guys in. Go over here, pick up our rails, because we will need these for other things. Oh look, there's our first victim, I mean iron golem. Oh, yeah, we don't need this. I have a pickaxe? Yes, I do. Actually, the pickaxe is faster. I don't know why. Okay, we'll call that good for now for those guys. Sure, there's nothing missing up there. There's one more thing we gotta do. Oh, there's a cat. Cool. Okay. Putting a dirt block there for... Ooh, I'm gonna need some more stone. I see that now. Oh, you will... Ooh, whoopsie daisies. Let's see what I can do here. I'll just do this. I really don't need this anymore, if I'm being completely honest. There we go. Now for some... We'll get rid of the rail carts and then grab some stone. Okay, we are back up here with some more stone. Hit the right buttons here. I want to say it's... We're gonna go this many... We're gonna go that tall this many around anyway. Honestly, we are probably gonna run out of material again before we even... Okay. Yep, we're gonna run out of that material. And we are gonna have to go get some more. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay, so that is a demonstration of basically what's gonna happen to the iron golems. So now you know. We do need to build 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have to fill that in. I'll just fill that in again. 3, 4. And basically what we're gonna do is this right here. Perfect. I'm just gonna get our blocks back here. Without falling off. Same thing. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted a water buckets. Yeah, now that when we're under the water, it takes forever. Something wrong with this. Okay, so we'll have to do this later. Something is obviously wrong with this. Okay, so we'll do the water thing here in a second. Once we get this whole thing figured out. Oh, hello there, you. Oh shit. Holy. am going to hit you a bunch with this. Will I live? Fuck it. Yeah, I lived. Squat down. So don't fall off. And we still don't have enough. Alright. Alright, we got one more spot here. Alright, now for the moment of truth. Let's see how this works. That seems to be alright. Oops. That's a funny way to do it. I don't like that spot there. But maybe... after I get them all filled up... Something's just not right about this. There we go. There's the secret. From the video I watched, it's 4, but really, it's 5. To get that to close. So now we can go ahead and dig this up. Let the little guys fly down. Like the ones that don't want to fly down. There we go. Figured it out. Figured it out and almost fell off the edge. Two, three, 4, 5. This guy's next. Where is he? Something's wrong. I don't know. Okay. That one's right. That one's not right yet. Now that one's right. Okay. Went through my shovel again for this. But we got it all figured out, so that's the important part. And now we just swim up here. Take a look-sees. Oh, one more to pick up. Another one to pick up. We don't want to waste those. There's the Enderman. There we go. Take him out real fast. Did not do a very good job at that. Better eat real fast. There we go. Pissed him off. Gotta find a place to hide. There's a witch. Nope. Yep. Nope. 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 Jump right here. Ah, shit. Yep. Right here. Right here. Now that we have our iron farm complete, that is one more thing that we can cross off our list. Done. Villager breeder is also done. Cross that off our list. Still working on that. Still working on that. Yep. Still working on that. Auto farms. Also something else. Yeah, I would say that is done. Well, except for the one area that you'll see over here that I'm pretty sure an Enderman stole my things. Could be wrong. Pretty sure an Enderman did it. So. Oh, that's pretty cool. The flame turns blue when you put your crosshair over it. That's kind of cool. Alright, so there is a iron golem right there on the edge. It's not where I wanted you. I have a bow. I do, but I don't have any arrows. Oh, let's do something here. We're just gonna do this little guy right here. Ah, shit. Haha. I'm not sure how or why he spawned up here. Here's a spider, and I'm not sure where. Oh. Hello there. Alright, the iron farm is already doing its thing. Now we just need to decorate it, which I don't think it'll be too hard. I just need a whole bunch of those leaves. So I will plant, well, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of a tree, I think. No, I'll plant some trees and then we will harvest the leaves. We'll use that for decorations. That's what we'll do. Alright, we got all those planted real fast. That is done. Now we just gotta wait for them to grow. Okay, let's fix this hole in the fence right here real fast. Yep, okay, cool. I did pick the right fence type. That's good. The other thing is I have picked out my pattern that I want to make stuff with, and I need a whole bunch of stone to be able to do that. So I'm going to go mine a bunch of stone because I do not have a stone farm or a stone generator. I'm not really sure what it's really called, so we'll just go mine some stone and get that going. So now we're just going to take these shears and harvest all these leaves. We're going to turn our iron farm into our giant cherry blossom tree. And so this is basically just got to harvest a whole bunch of leaves. All right, now that we have the iron farm going, let's bust this path open real fast. So basically, we have a row of, what are these called? Chiseled stone bricks and stone bricks. So stone bricks, stone bricks, stone bricks, stone bricks, and then these middle ones are either or alternating is probably a better word for it. And I probably should have made more stone bricks than the chiseled stone bricks, given that I have rows that are just stone bricks, but I didn't do that. Alright, let's bust this out real fast. I really need to get some background music for when I do these little, what do you call these things? Time lapses? Yeah, sorry. Forgot what they were called. Yep, I need some time lapse music. I know there's probably some free sources online, but I gotta find them, and then I gotta find the free things that are actually worth anything. That's kind of the hard part. So for right now, I'm just gonna be monologuing over these little time lapses for now. And there we have it. The path is all done. Let's go collect what is in here, because I heard it going off while we were doing that. 18 iron and a poppy. 10 iron and a poppy. Hell yeah. Now that that's done, we need to make this look like... a cherry blossom tree. Alright, I know I said I wasn't going to use scaffolding, but I have all this bamboo here, and so I figured I should use it. basically we're just gonna wrap this whole thing like it is a tree. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the corners off for right now. I'm gonna leave a little bit of that right there. I'm gonna cover all this up though. That's not what I wanted. You need to replace this glass. Just like that, all sealed up. I didn't show a lot of this because it was kind of very tedious. This took about 2 to 3 hours to completely decorate, so I cut out a lot of it. Basically, I used 3 stacks of bamboo, sorry, not bamboo, but the scaffolding to be able to climb around, and I climbed around it in like little quadrants to put the cherry blossom wood up and then the cherry blossom leaves. So it honestly just took forever trying to rearrange the bamboo scaffolding and setting up the leaves. But once I kind of got set on how I wanted to do it, it didn't take very long. But yeah, I know I'm doing this at like 1,000 times speed, and watching this as I'm recording this voiceover makes it look like I'm not moving super slow, but then as I'm watching shit get built, like it's like a full 8 set up in like a second. It's kind of cool to watch, but I didn't want to bore you with how slow everything was. But I did like how this turned out. Yeah, I am pretty happy with how well this turned out. It looks pretty good. I might add or subtract a few things, but other than that, I think it's pretty good. So, in the time to build this, let's see how much we got. There's 3, 7, 64. Quite a bit. Several of those. Not that we need those, but yeah. So the iron farm with the decorations are done. Well, I know it's been a very long video, which is much longer than my normal videos. But that is it. We have gotten our path extended across there. We've made our cherry blossom tree, aka our iron farm. Mostly I really did want a giant tree. I might add some more leaves to it eventually. I still have a whole bunch that I've collected. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you stuck around this long, thank you, dudes. But yeah, I think it's going to be bye for now. Thank you.